2 days ago, there was a bloodbath in the markets. I mean,
Well,
everything dumped. Gold, silver, crypto. It just went. It was an implosion. It was a freaking implosion.
all I gotta do is keep that 12 words in my mind, pass the border, get somewhere, find my solution there, right?
Exactly, and exactly, and that's the true value of crypto.
Dubai doesn't have money.
No?
Abu Dhabi has money.
Abu
Dubai
Dhabi.
doesn't have oil. Dubai has nothing except for tourism and business.
I think the community agrees with me. You shouldn't trade your day job in for being a lounge singer. We can all agree on that.
No, I'm holding on a small cell right now, and it's nice because weekends they pay you, so you make money on the way down, you get some nice commissions, and you have your
Hey.
Shabbat allowance.
Welcome, everybody. What's up? Welcome to the live Crypto Crush. Trading the market open. We're going to do some market analysis. And joining me today, he got a chance. He crawled out of his bunker. Amir Isaacs out of Tel Aviv. And
Yes,
Amir and
same
I had an interesting conversation. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I want to share my idea that I shared with you, if that's okay, before we get it started.
Yeah.
So I have ideas for businesses all the time, and I thought I had a great idea for a business, and that was, what if I went in Israel and opened up a bunch of bunkers? Now listen to me, because everyone's got to go in a bunker, right? Now, like, I've seen the pictures inside the bunker. No offense, like, it's not somewhere you want to hang out, right? It looks like a 1950s bathroom that hasn't been cleaned in a decade, and
we make it clean though, you know.
hey, listen, so I thought, what if I made bunkers that had like mahogany floors, a mahogany bar,
First class treatment.
a cigar room, maybe a little room for kids to play, some pool. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you said, great idea, but you're not going to last more than a day. I'm not sure what that means, but I thought it was a brilliant idea. We have these, if you're going to be in the bunker, why not go to a place where like you love being there? Like, you don't even want to leave. All right, we can go outside. It's free now. No, I'm staying here. It's so good. I'm staying
We're in the middle of something, man.
I think it's a good idea. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea. I think there's room for this. Let's see if we can get BB on board, right?
We got
Hey, don't suffer. You don't have to suffer in the bunker.
He's probably got that going on already, man. Trust.
Yeah, he does. He does. And I'm going to say, your people are going to love you even more. They're gonna stand by you even more when you decide to bring in some class and luxury into the bunkers.
Oh my Lord! Oh my God!
Yes, that's what it should be like. That's it.
This is the bunker from now on.
Yes. Yeah. There should be a pool table, maybe a cigar lounge, right? Maybe for those who are extra stressed, little massage tables in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you get like anxiety somebody like doing like that to your head, you know.
Yeah, but also, you got to think of the wives, so manicure, pedicure, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You got to get
right.
And so, I don't know. I think there's a market for that right now. And
must be some hype.
We just got to take advantage.
I'm not
of the
taking
hype.
sides. Like, I'll sell to the Iranians and the Qatarians and the UAE.
No,
also,
we make an Arab version too, man. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, of course.
Come on.
Of course.
Halal version.
All right. Big things happening. 2 days ago, there was a bloodbath in the markets. I mean, everything dumped. Gold, silver, crypto. It just went it was an implosion. It was a freaking implosion. And I want to talk about some of these things here. I want to actually first start with gold. And then move our way into crypto. I want to show this chart here. Give me a second.
We're gonna take some action on gold today.
Maybe
nice.
here's here's my chart that I drew out. So Judah, as you know, we called it take along from here, come in here, reverse, take the short. And now, if we look, friends, this is a classic bear flag. Here's the pole, here's the flag. Boom. Now in here, we have multiple bear flags. Pole, bear flag, pole, bear flag, pole, bear flag, pole, bear flag, right? And we had said if it hits 46, it might be a good time to buy. Now let me stop sharing quickly, and I want to go to another chart. We're gonna go to Bitcoin in a second, but I want to take a look at something here. Here's the gold chart. Right, we said 46 is an interesting buy. I gotta be honest with you. I think we're gonna have to make it lower. I think
It did drop lower. Yesterday it reached that 4.5.
okay, but you see this wick
It
here?
was
You
there.
see this wick here? This wick, when you have
Yeah.
something like this, it will get filled
It's
50%.
resisting. Yeah.
So honestly, what I'm looking at is a potential buy. I'm looking for a correction in gold all the way down to 44 to 43.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
We can also see in the next, like, it's going to be closed over the weekend, but over next week, we can see, like, people who are a bit hesitant about this, they can take a step back, wait for Monday, for Sunday evening, and check if this holds for another couple of days at this level, if it hasn't gone even further lower, right? But if it holds this level, then it means that most likely we're going to see another drop because it wasn't able to hold the 5,000 line, and then it wasn't able to sustain that other line right below at 4,900 there and 50, and then it dropped further. So if it
yeah,
doesn't hold this line, it will definitely get
our
bloodier.
buy signal in the group was 4,600.
Yeah,
And here's what I'll say about this 4,600 mark. If you look at it here, look
it
at this,
dropped.
but look at this support here. This is
Yeah.
the 4,600 mark, right? If this breaks, we are going way over here.
Right.
We're coming down straight here to 43. Now, if you're trading gold intraday or swing trades, you're looking for this thing to close above the 46. You got to hold this. In my opinion, based on knowing how this thing goes, I think we may see a little like this.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like, we might
It's
see
coming
that.
down.
Boom, boom.
It's going to break because this wick, this is a daily wick. 50% of this gets filled, which means it's going to go to 45.63. That will be an official break of the support. And if that breaks, the next stop,
I wonder if
43.
I wonder if you said something interesting when we talked today about you have somebody over there in Dubai that's having the gold. He's selling the gold at 30%, 30 points less because people are realizing that moving gold is kind of difficult, especially at these times, right? We discussed that also on the last call. So this looked like it was overbought. And people are now realizing that moving gold with all these sanctions and political stuff and ships not even able to move oil and markets are being closed, things are not being shipped into Israel right now at the level that they're supposed to. Things are not getting over to Europe and to America the way. So that affects also gold. People that want to get out of some countries, as we said in other calls, they can sustain. They can put on them as many, like, how many gold can you put on yourself, right? Even if you have 10 kids, right? But
no, exactly.
When we're talking about cryptocurrency, it's a whole different story. All I got to do is keep that 12 words in my mind, pass the border, get somewhere, find my solution there, right?
Exactly. And exactly. And that's the true value of crypto. We had a conversation today about the difficulty in moving assets. For those of you who are invested with Viltrix, we spoke with the ownership today, Amir and I, and we were talking because they're getting bombed in Dubai, right?
Yeah.
But God bless these guys. These guys,
Yeah.
they could easily say, "We're out of here. We're packing up. We're leaving," right? But They're still
They're
there.
working. They're working. They're working.
They're
I get it.
working,
They're
and
working. Having said that, man, they got 2,000 drones already. Like that's much more than what Israel.
yeah,
Dubai's getting hit.
Dubai is getting hit. They're
Sad.
hitting their tourism. The big fear is they
Sad.
hit that desalination plant that they have, the big one in the middle,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we saw from our hotel. Their headquarters is right there, right
Yeah.
next to the desalination plant. Their headquarters is there. And that thing gets hit, you have a real problem. But we spoke to them today about the difficulty in moving assets and not being able to even get on exchanges, not even able to do typical arbitrage, which is what they're doing. And it's becoming very, very difficult. Speaking of arbitrage, you got to see yesterday's video. You got to, you're good. But we got to warn them ahead, right? Like, be prepared.
Yeah, we don't
It's
want to
going to blow your
overhype
mind.
this. We're still vetting it. We're still testing it. But so far, everything is looking so promising. We're going to be doing more checks. We already have a list of things that we want to check for today, so that we get that covered for our own sake, right? For our own, because we have our own money there, right? We have our own money there, right? So we want to make sure that where we put our own money is the right place. But everything is looking so well. It's on the blockchain. It's nice. The
Yeah,
confirmations, I mean, technology today. Oof.
we were making withdrawals today, testing the arbitrage out, and so far so good. It was done within a few minutes. But getting back to the Viltrix, so folks, these guys are really they're loyal. They're staying there in the middle of bombing. It's very hard to work. In the meeting, you could
Hard
see
to
on
work.
on
Speaking
their
out
face that
of
they're so drained. They're so drained from.
yeah, imagine, and I've been there multiple times already, and now as well, but now it's easy compared to what we witnessed at the beginning. Imagine you're trying to run a business and you have multiple business. Veltrix has just one business. They have also real estate and more stuff running on that are right. And you're not sleeping at night because you're constantly getting sirens and these boom, boom, boom on the phone all night. Not one night, not 2 nights, a week, 2 weeks now. It really messes up with your. But they're holding tight. They're there. They're working, and yeah, I don't have any doubt. I really don't. I don't think there's any doubt in there. People are
No,
working.
I I uh I think they're unbelievable. I have more confidence in them than I have in the beginning. We've been around with them from the beginning. It is difficult with this war, and the fact that they are there, they could just leave. Like, let's be real, right? They could just say, "We're out of here." They haven't, and I admire that. And
Yeah, they could go to Delhi.
no, they could leave. They could go. No, they could go to Thailand. They could do. They have so much money. These people. It's not an issue.
Yeah,
And so Viltrixa, man, those guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We also spoke about their staking program, which we're going to talk about next week. Hopefully, their staking program is there's nothing out there on the planet like their staking program. It is a one of a kind, it is a breakthrough, it is a revolutionary way of staking. But we're first going to talk about this arbitrage because well, that's just unbelievable. The arbitrage is good. But
yeah.
anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for the live.
Nope, we're here for trading today, man. Let's trade.
Yeah, yeah. Let's trade. Let's
Mhm.
trade. Let's take a look what's going on here. So here's Bitcoin. Whoo, baby, look at this. Yeah, this is the daily, and as you can see, we've got this bottom range here, right? That we tapped a couple of times. Then we've got
It's holding that 70 line though.
this is
2 days already.
this is a very, very important line right here. So it is holding. Then we've got several other ones here.
I wonder what's the liquidity heat map saying now about the 80 area.
I wonder if I can get it on this.
Where's Judah? Where's the genius?
Yeah, Judah is studying for exams. He has
God bless.
remember, guys, he's still in high school, right? So like he wants to stop school already and
no.
wants to be a full-time trader. And well, I just advised against that. I want him to get an education. I really do. I don't want him not that he can't do what he's doing. He's great at what he does, but I think it's better for him. Now let's see. 1 second. Clone. And I'm going to put this guy here. These are our levels. Now, if you notice, we said we called coming up here, right? Because here's another thing we had. 1 second. We had, whoops. We made this triangle, right? We talked about how it was building up pressure. We saw the big move up, right? We said if it breaks through, right?
I'm looking
Take
at one heat map. It says there's massive liquidation at 67.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. Because, and here's the reason why for that. So if we're on the daily, let me go actually to the 4 hour. So here's the 4 hour. And if we go here, right, people are putting their stop losses here, here, and here's the ultimate stop loss, right? So the money is sitting here. All the stop losses are here. Just like if you took shorts from here, we called this short, by the way, your stop loss is here. So at some point, it's going to come grab this, and it's going to come grab this. This is where all the money is. This is where the food is for Bitcoin. It's interesting. Let's take a look at the hourly. We are right on this support. It's really fighting to get this support. I would imagine we got a rally going up here. I really see it coming back up and getting this liquidity as well. Now, having said that, this wick is a problem. So you could see a fast move down and then a takeoff. So it can come back here and then pop up. But like you said, if we look at the daily, all the liquidity is right here. 67,235. This is, and look at that. Look at that's where all the support resistance is. See that? See the dotted line? So all the liquidity is there.
It's a nice zone.
Yeah, it's a nice zone, but we are in this range right now. Let me get rid of this guy. We are in this range, holding this 70 line. Right? This is a very good sign that it pulled back so fast. Market's opening in 9 minutes. I'm curious to see what happens.
See if it affects the Bitcoin too much.
I'll tell you what,
this Friday today.
This war is, here, let me give you a gas update. Gas has rose $1 a gallon here in the Netherlands over the last 2 weeks.
I think we got something to do with that.
You think? Well, okay, so how long, like Dubai thrives on tourism. Dubai thrives on tourism. Their airports are shut down. Like, how I mean, they have money, of course, right? But
no, by the way, Dubai doesn't have money.
No?
Abu Dhabi has money.
Dubai
doesn't have oil. Dubai has nothing except for tourism and business.
Wow. So all that money is being flushed down the toilet.
All the money. That's the idea. The Emirates, I think 80 or 90% of the money of all UAE is actually based in Abu Dhabi. They have some stuff coming from the other Emirates as well, but Dubai doesn't have nothing. Dubai used to have, I forgot which year was it, they had a crisis. Sheikh bin Zayed fixed it all, and then they did tourism, and then the Sheikh and then Burj Khalifa and tourism and all these things. But they were in massive financial crisis.
All right, here's the Fibonacci retracement, and here's the golden pocket right here. So it lines up with the Fibonacci.
I wanted to ask you
perfectly. Perfectly lines up perfectly with the Fibonacci.
My touch, liquidate some people out, and then boom.
Yeah. So 66,793. This is, and look, it's actually 66.5. That's a perfect buy zone. I wouldn't trade this at all. In my opinion, like I'm not giving you financial advice. I wouldn't trade this.
It's weekend, but let's see how it ends up on Monday.
I think we're going to get a pump, perhaps. Maybe not. It's really weird. Like we have great news coming out. So, for example, let me share this.
Yeah, we can put, like, for example, if people are out there watching this right now, they can, like, what I can do is I can put a zone right now, a few buy zones where we think it's going to drop over the 67, 66s area, and then put some take profits and stop losses and wait to see what happens
Yeah,
by Monday and forget
I
it.
think a good buy zone, long position for a quick move up intraday would be at 67,000,
Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's
66.5.
what I'm going to do.
Be careful. Stop losses are going to be. Let me stop sharing my screen because I want to show you this. But
100%. That way you can forget about it as well. You put the stop loss so you can forget about it. If it plays, I
most
love
stop
that because
losses are
then you
going to
have on Monday, you know how the week starts.
look. You're going to put your stop loss here, right? They're going to enter 66.6, 66.7, something like that. 66.5. That's a real safe zone. Your stop loss will be around 65.1. Because look, it can go all the way to 64. It can. Um, we've had some big dumps. I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback. Again, like I had just shown, you could see a little bit of this, right? So maybe it comes back up here. Um, I don't know. And then of course the 76,000 is a great sell if it comes back here. Great sell. I am fully expecting if I go to the weekly here, I am expecting. Let me get rid of. We said chart view. I am expecting Bitcoin. This is the weekly to come back up to this range for sure.
Yeah.
The 76. Now we called it here. That was the last setup that we called. On the monthly, if this candle, if March ends in green, then we could see it come up to 80,000. But look at this resistance here at the 82, 83 range. So it could pop up here. Ultimately, it's coming back down. And I was yesterday when we spoke to the Deloitte and 2 CFO guy. He was saying it's going to go much lower. Now, I don't have his, I don't have his pedigree. I don't have the connections he does. But if that guy's saying, trust me, it's going to 39.
It's also behavior of markets, man. It's perfectly. You got to remember, this is still a new market. This is still an evolving market. Cryptocurrencies is still new to the world. Still, like it's at late new stages, but it's so it still got to clean up. It still got to stop being so hypey. It still got to become more, traditional. If major projects like what we look at in the future, real estate, and all these things are going to get into cryptocurrency with high tech and blah, blah, blah. So all these things, cryptocurrency does need to get more stable, more clean, more institutionalized for them to be able to participate and work with it. So it has to clean up. It probably, if he says that he sees dropping, he knows what he's
Well,
saying, man.
yeah, those guys.
Then
You
again,
know what
there's
I
a
mean?
crypto halving at some point, right?
So here's gold. I think we get, like I said, like I did this drawing here. I think it comes back up. It could come back up to 47. But if we lose this 46.07, we lose this right here. It's coming back down to 43. So this would be a great buy for gold at 43. A great buy. What is the issue with gold? They can't move it.
Right.
Right, 20% of the supply comes out of
Can't move
Dubai.
it. A lot of fake.
No, it's so and it was really overbought. If you look, if we do here's the fair value for gold, this box right here, right? This right here is the fair value for gold. So we're at the lower end. It could come down here. If you did, then it's oversold. And I see this
Yeah.
going back up to 6,000 for sure. Silver also, let me show you silver. We got to watch that 70,000 mark. So if we lose this right here, what we're sitting at right now, we lose this, and then we're going down to 64. I actually think the reason I think we could lose this is a daily time frame. this wick is scary. Like I said, 50% of this wick usually gets filled when you see something like this, right? So it could go to 68. If it sits there under this mark here, if it sits under over the weekend, it's going to go down. So be aware of that for intraday. It is a great buy, though. Silver is a phenomenal buy right now. Is there a chance it goes down? Absolutely. This is the make or break line, right? This is the valley of decision. This is it. It either bounces up or it breaks. And if it breaks and it sits here for a day or two, it's going to go further down. So you may want to wait, right? If you know something's about to go on, if you know something that costs $1,000 is about to go on sale for 40% off, you're going to wait. I'm going to wait till the Memorial Day sale. I'm going to wait for this sale, and I have my money. I can get the same thing for 20% off. And that's what I think you should do. I actually don't see anything tradable right now.
No, but we are going to definitely give a weekend setup on the Telegram channel. So if you're not with us subscribing on YouTube and Telegram, make sure to click on the description. We created the wonderful 7-day challenge. And it just puts you on everything very, very easily, very simple. And then get access to our VIP channels on Telegram, WhatsApp as well. We're going to be posting this for the weekend. I'm going to be taking a nice buy on Bitcoin.
Market open.
It's moving a little bit. It's dropping a little bit. Let's see if it touches our buy zone. We're gonna be posting some buy zones for the weekend at roughly 67, 66.
There it goes. This is a very key level support. There's the support. See, look at that. This is beautiful. Look at this line here. Look at this.
It's gonna drop more though. Look, it's gonna drop more now. It's not gonna go all the way up. It's gonna drop more.
This trend line. It hits perfectly.
Here,
now, if it breaks this, it comes down here. This is the next one.
Big wick.
It's over.
Yeah. Close with a big wick, and the next candle is gonna grow.
Whoa! Look at this. Here we go. So next place
all the way down to 67, 68.
If it breaks 70,000, look at this. Go! Oh wow!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm out of space, by the way. I gotta make some more space.
This one is crazy.
So it just broke this support.
It broke it. It knocked it out.
Let me go to the 5-minute.
Chop. Low kicked it.
Hold on. Hourly. Okay, so
oh my god.
Here's the next level of support on the hourly. We got to hold
this line here. Look at those perfect wicks, man. Look at those perfect wicks.
Okay, look. Here's the support. Here it is. Either it bounces from here or it's gonna crash through. Let's take a look and make this straight. Come on now.
I think it's gonna go to the 67 to the 68.
Okay, here's the support. Here it is. It's got to hold this support here.
It's going all the way down to 68.
I think the community agrees with me. You shouldn't trade your day job in for being a lounge singer. We can all agree on that.
No, but I love seeing those wikis.
Okay. And we're hoping in the summer I'm going to release some singles from Amir Isaacs. Y'all can
take highlights.
All right, look, it supported that level. It's supporting $69,000 to $70,000.
Let's see how the minute candles are going to keep that line over there. Let's go close time frames.
All right, 1 second, 1 minute.
Let's see how far are we from the line and what are they?
Look, it hit directly.
Oh boy.
Here's the thing.
I think we're going to see here some consolidation, and we're going to see another drop. A little bit consolidation.
The next big move should happen in 30 minutes.
What's happening in 30 minutes?
I'm just thinking, well, institutions time their orders, right?
Okay.
Right. So when you're putting in $100 million, you're like, okay, at this time, There's price, of course, is involved, but usually there's a certain time. And it's usually 30 minutes after the opening bell. Well, and this, friends, is why I'm happy we didn't trade this, because it could have also gone up very easily.
Ooh, look at this one, but nah, I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna go back down.
This is another line of support here.
Yeah, there's a nice support there. There's a nice support there.
Look, this is the next. So here's a
But
line
there's
of
a
support.
liquidity on 60, 67 over there. So I think we are going to touch it. I wouldn't do a buy now, that's for sure.
No, yeah, all the liquidity is under this. Why? Because people bought this on the way up, and so all the
Wiped
money
out.
sitting here. All right, so it touched the first one. Let's see this. This is interesting.
It wants to drop. It wants
Okay,
to drop
here's
bad. You see, like it wants to
but
drop.
look, yeah, but look at this. This thing isn't. This is pretty unbelievably. Yeah, if it breaks through, it's going to go further down. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what's going on with gold. I bet you gold is spiking. No, gold dumped also.
Ah,
And look, it's right at some great support. Look at this support it's at. Look how that lines up. Perfect, right?
yeah, it dropped. Oof.
Right? How do you
Lord.
so this is the second drop here. If it breaks that, like we said, we anticipated going all the way down to 43. I wouldn't be angry if you took a spot right here at 45.80.
Yeah, I'm holding on a small sell right now, and it's nice because weekends they pay you, so you make
Oh.
money on the way down. You get some nice commissions, and you have your
Hey,
Shabbat allowance.
Shabbat allowance. Watch this. I want to show you something. This is a bear flag.
Nice.
Here's the pole. This is the flag. Came up. So how do you know? How do you know how far it's going to go? Well, you take this guy here, and sorry, and if we move this guy and we bring him down, you'll see it touches the 43,000 mark. So how do we get this? How do we get this buy zone? Well, it comes from this flagpole here. This flagpole, once the flag starts playing out, this is where we expect it to go. Will it? I don't know, but if it does, it's a fantastic, absolutely fantastic buy. Gold is recovering right now. Let's see if Bitcoin's recovering. I bet you it is. Yes, coming back. Big support. That's a very nice candle. Let's look at the hourly here. So went through this support and it held here. This is very bullish. This is a very bullish sign on the hourly. This is a very bullish sign.
Yeah,
So
that's a nice wick.
we started. This is a very nice.
Rejected nice, but in my opinion,
No, here's this. Here's it's right at support again. Here's the support on it. It's right at support. So it's amazing how these things always line up perfectly. Interesting. I'm sitting this one out, friends. When I look at arbitrage, what we talked about yesterday, check that video out. Wouldn't want to be here we go. Wow. Yeah, our swing trade buys at 67. 67.5 is also interesting. All the way to 66.5. That's our swing trade. Until then, enjoy the fireworks.
yes, sir.
And let me know in the chat if you like my idea for a luxury bomb shelter. I think there's a market for this. I really do.
Let's execute it this year.
Hey, be safe this weekend. Shabbat shalom, everybody. See ya
Shabbat shalom, guys. Peace.
later.